Hi, welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio. In this video, I'm going to go over what I found out, and I learned this all on my own. Um, so basically, in case you guys haven't noticed, I haven't been able to get the graphics cards to work in, or at least a graphics card to work in this machine so that I could pass it through to a VM. And that's because I was a dumbass, and I freely admit this, that I didn't realize that they changed the menu. And when I was following certain guides that had pictures, especially whenever I was having problems, they weren't the same and it just clicked in. And let me go ahead and switch over to this. So here we are, and we're going to use this one here. I have to reinstall Windows XP. I deleted everything and recreated it. So, and I got to figure out how to set it up so it's got the OVMF here instead of this here. Instead of using the C bias, you have to use this for UEFI, and it was giving me a weird error message, and I think it's because I have to change this to an older version. So, but that'll be coming in the next video. So basically, to add a device, add a PCI device, you click add, come down to PCI device, and you see where it says map device? That's where I was doing wrong, because if you look at my Proxmox 8 video, which I'll link it in the card above if I don't that's because I forgot. But right here, there was a map, like a mapped group or something like that, and I couldn't remember exactly what it did, so that was the issue. And I never really set up, so that's why it's not there. Now, if we come down to raw device, which I don't know why they had to change it, they could have just left device, or may have made it so that it's a completely different listing. So when you click on raw device and then do that, here's everything that's in the system. And I switched cards thinking maybe it was the card that wasn't passed through. But Proxmox was seeing the the GT 710 that I have. I think that's what it is. Can't remember who made it. But yeah, it's a PNY. My God, my eyes are bad. Oh, Jesus. It's hell getting old, guys. Yeah, it's a GT 610 with a gig of RAM. And I thought maybe it was that wasn't compatible. Well, here, as you can see, it's here. And you just click on that. You can add your other options like primary GPU, PCI Express. And then you can click add. I'm going to go ahead and click add anyways, regardless of all that. And as you can see, it adds the device there. I'll have to figure out what that mapped devices does, or that mapped, whatever the flip that is. Yeah, map device. And see if, like, because what I'm assuming, and I could be totally wrong on it, and it'll take some digging to figure out, is if the map device is so that, like in the case of NVIDIA's Tesla cards, if they can support more than one VM from a single card, this way, instead of packing multiple cards into a machine, and each one has its own card for however many cards you can put in there, if you have one card that can, say, handle 2 VMs or 4 VMs, because of the way NVIDIA's thing is, and plus their licensing, and I've seen things where there's ways around that. I'll definitely have to investigate that. But with either way, whether you pay for the license or you do the hack workaround, the point being is that if you have a card that can support 2 virtual machines, 4 virtual machines, this way you're only running 1 card instead of having 2 or 4 cards in the same machine to handle however many VMs that you want to have an actual graphics card. And I think that's what that is. Now, again, I could be wrong because 8 has a lot of new stuff in it that, you know, I'm just now discovering because, again, I'm used to when I think I started doing the pass through in 6 and then 7, which pretty much I think it was the 7 from the same from 6 up to 7, and then 8, I think this is when everything changed because they've added a lot of new stuff. Plus, not only that, but they're using Debian 12, I want to say, as the backbone for this. Again, I could be wrong on that because I don't always remember everything. So that's what I found out. So the next video is definitely going to be passing through either to XP if I can figure that out, or if not, I will. I have Windows 7, and I could set up Windows 7 to do that, and I can show you that way. Been getting back into 3D printing. Finally cleaned my 3D printer off. I am subscribed to Fotis Mint's Patreon. He's now on Fangs 3D. I think it's Fangs 3D. He's not going to be dealing with Patreon. I've been on Patreon, so for me, I'm probably not going to change that. I might switch over to things. I don't know. I still have some other people on Patreon that I still follow, so unless they move off of it, I seriously doubt if I'll be leaving that permanently. But yeah, I 3D printed the Ahsoka Tano bus. I need to paint it, and I'm probably going to shoot for that. I'm not exactly sure when, but it's sometime soon. The 2 questions I want to throw out to you guys down there, please, leave in the comments about it is, first question, do you want to see me paint any of this stuff, whether it be as a video or as a live stream, whether it be here on YouTube or on Twitch, because I do have a Twitch account that I really haven't used. And just like with YouTube and everything, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get everything, tweaked and working correctly. So there's that. The other thing is, do you want me to maybe do an occasional live type thing, where you could ask me questions? I can tell you about, anything that goes on. You can, you can ask me questions within reason. Let's not go crazy here. But that's totally up to you. So, leave leave your answers down in the thing. If enough people are interested in, I'll set it up. I figure it would go possibly also too. It depends on what me and my wife have things going on too, because we have a bunch of different things going on. But it'll probably be, I want to say, we're probably going to start out once a month, see how it goes. If you guys want it, if not, then that won't happen. And like I said, I'm not sure when it exactly is going to fall on the month. So, but those are pretty much the updates so far for 2024. And as I always like to say, have a good day, guys. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.